Are you sad, sir? खोलो ढक्कन. आपकी कविता पढ़ो. इजाजत है. आगे आके बैठे, क्या बात है. Day before yesterday night, beloved Gurudev. Day before yesterday night, at about 2 a.m. past midnight, sleep was disturbed and I awoke, feeling very restless, and then went to toilet to ease myself. Became little relaxed. Then went into bed, and within few minutes, in the total darkness of the room and with eyes closed, my body started disappearing. Like Bola's face. But that was in mirror. There were only shadows of the movement of the body. The boundaries between inner and outer disappeared. There was clear-cut feeling of who really I am. The body was like a discarded cloth. In this state, which was so energetic, there was no fear. I became very anxious. Still, there was a memory that I had a body. Where it is and what happened to the body, I pinched the body again and again, and the sensation of the pain was missing. I am afraid these were strange revelations that was a state of oneness, and I was asking, where is Chaitanya Bharati, where is Osho and other Buddhas? There was only me. I was so blissful, and a strange laughter was prevailing, but the mind was still there. This became visible only after I came out of that state, and mind succeeded in playing the trick. Kuntal was very upset, and he opened the lights, and the harmony was disturbed. There were also thoughts that it takes 3 days for the body to die, but I could not carry it long. I came out of this state. Still there was fearlessness, but slowly, when the body became active, it was not so alert as it used to be. The balance of the body was disturbed, and the things were falling from my hands. The feet were misstepping. That again created a fear, and as the identification with the body became stronger, the fear also got strength. I was completely shocked and confused. Again I lay down, and there was remembrance of your words, whatsoever happened was good. I was happy in the other hand that this happened, and sad because the experience was lost. Beloved Gurudev, I need your guidance. I am experiencing a lot of negativity about you, for which I feel ashamed and guilty. I try to remain passive and detached about the movement of the mind, but I cannot accept that I, who loves you so much, really speaking, Gurudev, I love you, and now I have experienced that I and you are not two but one, and yet I am unable to trust it. This whole negativity towards you is a poison for me. I have many things to talk to you. While writing all this, I am feeling burdened. My heart is crying, my throat choking. At the same time, something inside is just a witness to all this, watching silently, undisturbed. There is also witnessing that ego is all the time trying to control and disappears when there is explosion and reappears when things are normal again. There is resistance to share everything happening on the screen. There is always some voices in the background which stop me from coming closer to you. These voices, you will be abused, you will be punished, you will be thrown out of the retreat. You are not worthy. Nobody loves you, and people in the retreat dislike you. They are complaining against you that Manmohan is a fucking bastard and is here only to choose women. He is a pretender. All this noise suddenly comes out of the blue. This is also true that I have unlived and unfulfilled desires of loving a woman, and I feel happy in the companies of a loving woman. I'm suppressing this desire and creating a lot of conflict inside. When you speak so much against the relationship, I became frightened to move into relationship. I have learned a lot from my experience into the relationship and I am able to live with it. So I have opened myself and seek your love and guidance. Let me be sincere, authentic, that I have a very strong fear of being ridiculed and the whole nervous system became paralyzed whenever there is a threatening language or gesture. As you have indicated, and the way I have understood the message, I cannot have any private or personal goals. Thy will be done. The whole has possessed me and is taking care. I surrender to the whole. Take care of my worries, imagined fears, and unfulfilled longing. At you feet. Maybe it is a spelling mistake in typing. Oh yeah, Vartanmaya. What actually mean at you feet? Manmohan. तुम पर पाऊं. At you feet. Never mind. Things are clear and unclear at the same time. There are patches when you become clear, and then there are patches when you are unclear. But if you try to see your own mind, which goes on prompting anything, how you can trust? But you trust because it is yours. Ho jaye. It is your baby, like Sejo. Can you throw your baby out? We love our mind. We trust. And this is the result of our mind, what I have read. So, my dear, just be little awake and you will see how untrustworthy is the mind. That is how mind is. And you have very beautiful patches like thy will be done. So that is the mantra. Keep this with you and throw all. You are saying the whole has possessed me and is taking care. I surrender to the whole. So the story is finished. There is no need to write, take care of my worries. You are gone. Where are your worries? If you have surrendered, my dear, you will keep your worries with you. Take care of worries. Who is taking care? He is taking you. You are finished. Get finished. Thy will be done means get finished. The story is over. The picture has come to an end. The end. Imagine, and if you know that these are imagined fears, then why you cooperate? And unfulfilled longings. Longing always remains unfulfilled. There is no point where they can get fulfilled. Oh yeah. So you are hoping. Go on hoping, no problem. But how long you will? I can give you 108 lives. So you have to learn the lesson. That in this period, you have to finish your longing. They never, my dear. They never. It does not mean that you don't run after longing. Run, fall, get hurt, get up again run. Somewhere one has to become aware, alert, that enough is enough. And enough is enough comes through experience only. It does not come through my experience or anybody else's experience. That is not the way of life. If it can come by anybody else's experience, then it would have come through Buddha's experience, Mahavira, now Osho, recently, and there are many Buddhas in this period. Raman is there, Meher Baba is there, U.G. Krishnamurti is there, Krishnamurti is there, Nisargadatta Maharaj is there, and many more are flowering. But you have to go through the whole story again. But somewhere one has to learn the lesson. Second thing, though there is nothing much to talk, you have shared your experience, which is good. You gone through a good experience, though somewhere you doubt that it is all mental. It is all mental. But it does not mean that it is not. It does not mean that it is not, but it is not. Oh, yeah. Like a shadow. Shadow is there. The play of shadow goes on happening and happening and happening. As I was telling in Hindi in the morning, that a point comes, if you reach that point, there you have clear cut understanding that nothing has ever happened. Nothing. Whatsoever happened was just you were watching a movie show. That's all. In movie, in watching the movie, you are getting involved. Sometimes happy, sometimes sad. Somebody was raping and you were angry. You were trying to find your knife to kill the bastard villain who is raping the woman. It disappears like a movie show. You see a movie. Me and Gyandev go to see a movie. There is a cinema called Inox in Pune. That is the costliest cinema hall. Beautiful one. So since we entered in that cinema hall, we never went to any other because it is quite good and clean. But next day I forget which movie I saw. The very next day I cannot remember which movie we saw. And suppose some point come to talk about that movie, then I have to try to recollect who was the hero and heroine and what was the story. Exactly, this will happen. A very vague and faded memory remains as a fact. All the emotional and sentimental stuff will disappear. You are totally free. So by the time you can enjoy this movie, which is a living movie, in which you are the hero, you are the heroine, you are the villain, you are the script writer, you are the director, you are the music director, you are the choreographer, you are the stage, you are the lighting, everything. You will understand that you created the whole movie. Whatever you perceive. Just now Bola came to me. He is always afraid to tell me the truth. He loves me immensely. Like you, everybody. There is no need to say I love you. When you say I love you, it means you have some doubt. Oh, yeah. See, I don't have any doubt that I love you. I don't have any doubt. So I never say I love. Have I ever said? Okay, today I say. There is no I, there is only love. And there is no you also. Love is a merger, melting material. You just melt, you are melted already. When we say, sweetie pie, honey, the moment I hear the word honey, I try to find out which brand. Whether it is Indian or imported. Because I like imported honey. Manmohan, really speaking, कहो तो कसम खाओ. This is all movie show, whatsoever. Going through hell or reaching into the seventh heaven. That is why basically you will not find me serious. Though you may be scared, I cannot understand why you are scared. Really, I cannot understand. But you people are scared, that is the truth. Because it is all movie show. And this is not my conclusion. It is the conclusion of all the Buddhas. There is one saint in India In his poetry, there is one line, Jag Darshan Ka Mela. It literally means watching a movie show. Jag means the world. Darshan Ka Mela means seeing a festival, a show, something like a circus. At the end, if you return back home properly, the story is finished. The accounts are squared. That is right expression. Balance nil. I came out of this state. Here you need remembrance. And what remembrance? Passivity. Just remain passive. Okay, does not matter that you got scared. So when you got scared, don't say why I got scared. I should not get scared. No. You got scared? Okay, you got scared. Okay, try to remember next. Again, you got scared, no problem. How many times? 108 lives, okay? Remember well. Means patience. Means what? Means just be patient. Be patient. That's all. Everything is just alright. Experience was very good, but then it should become a understanding. If you saw that you are not in the body, it means now you understand it should become your very understanding that you are not the body, and your longing will start falling or become weak, weak, weak. This will happen. If it remains just an experience to talk to people, then it is nothing. But each experience can show you something of significance. Now, this experience very well say that I am not the body. And if you have experienced oneness with the whole, and the Buddha disappeared, Osho disappeared, Chaitanya Bharati disappeared, they are nowhere, and you are. If this becomes understanding, let it be stabilized. The whole scenario will change. But you became sad. Why you became sad? Because you want to possess. It is your possession now. You cannot possess anything. You even cannot possess this body, which you call your own. Actually, at the most, you can say it is a possession. It is a given to you for some time, for some period. Like other things, sometimes you borrow a tape recorder from a friend for 2 nights or for 1 week or fun, and then you have to give it to back. The same way, this body which you call mine is a possession. Any possession is a bondage. Any possession. Any. I am saying any. When I say any means knowledge included. Even knowledge. If you possess knowledge, it is a bondage. If you possess things, it is a bondage. If you possess wife, it is a bondage. If you possess girlfriend, it is a bondage. That is why there is so much emphasis on not to possess. That is why Indian monks and other monks become renunciate. They leave aside everything. But what one has to renunciate? This body sense, not the body. I'm not saying the body. I'm saying you just renounce this, that I am this body. And you have renounced all. Because for the body, you need everything. Whatsoever. You have collected, or you are going to collect, or you are in the process of collecting. It is for the body. Just meditate. You must meditate on what is said, whether it is true or not. Then slowly, slowly, if you meditate, if you contemplate, if you think over, soon you will understand that yes, this is right. This becomes your understanding. Now it is not borrowed, it is not knowledge, it is not a concept, it is your own understanding now. So, whatsoever are you have possessed is going to harm you in some or other way. But I am not saying renounce it. I am just saying just see things as they are, what is what. You always ask what to do and give the guidance. But what you are going to do with the guidance? You are going to keep in the fridge. Just understand, just see, meditate. All the possessions becomes bondage. Whatsoever you say, my wife, and see the result of your whole life. See the result. Out of fear, you think that you are protected because you have a wife. No, 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 sir. Oja, I'm not condemning. You have written, I am against relationship. Who told you? I am against relationships, sir. Other people tell me. Oja, do I am against? No. Pakka? Pakka ho gaya? I'm not against. But what relationship brings to you when you found near me, you maybe found me talking about it. But when I have to talk the truth. क्यों वकील साहब? He is a vakil, advocate, Supreme Court, High Court, lower court, every court. He was a advocate of that. What is his name? Veerappan. You give him mistake and he looks like a Veerappan. Try to see. Try to see. I am not saying don't possess. Possess not one wife, 10 wives. Have 20 girlfriends. Love thousands of women. What it means, you understand, 1,000 women? It means thousands of women are going to hate you. That is the result. Love brings hate. The kind of love you are in search of. You want only love and not hate. That is the problem. But it is one coin. Every Buddha is saying, but you are not listening. You are snoring, snoring, snoring. Either you accept the hate also. I did that in my whole life. I accepted the opposite. And here are witnesses. They have saw me. When I accept someone, I have to accept the whole, because he is the whole. He is love as well as hate. So if I get some good moments, who are going to have bad moments? You understand? That is what I teach, my dear. I don't say that relationship is bad. On the contrary, I push you into the relationship if you really see. I never stop anybody. I'm not at all against relationship, because this is one of the Osho's main technique, relationship technique. because it can show you as fast as possible how things are. But you remain with closed eyes. That creates a problem. Remain with open eyes and go to relationship as deep, as high as it is possible. There is no problem about it. I am not against at all. But what I saw, what Osho has said, from where I understood all this, he said, I experimented, I understand. And not that I have not seen relationship, I have seen many relationships. How I can be against? Yes, I share my understanding which I got through my experience of relationship. I'm not at all against. So don't write to me again this. And yet I am unable to trust it. There was one line. If you are not able to trust it, remain with it. Who told you to trust? Have I ever in these 30 days asked your trust? Tell me. Tanmayo, I asked you, you trust me. Asked? No. I never ask. But I create trust in you. That is my technique. I never ask you trust me. Why I should ask? On the contrary, I don't say don't trust me. This I also don't say. On the contrary, I say if there is no trust, remain with it. That is what I teach. Have you heard? Have you heard this? You are against everything, and I am for everything. If there is doubt, remain with the doubt. Leave your doubt. If you are negative about me, when you came with this letter, I told you, okay, you don't worry. Let the negativity be there. Today Bhola came. He was telling the same story. That 7 8 days he was totally negative about me. And he was scared too. Because we don't want negativity and we want positivity. But if you want to be positive, then who is going to have the delivery of you're getting? This is totally bullshit to have a positive thought. There cannot be positive thought. Not possible. It is your understanding of things that this is positive, this is negative. But what is positive for you maybe is negative for me. Then positive should be only positive now. Here, many people are non-vegetarian. They have their own shastras about non-vegetarianism, and they are vegetarian, and they are fighting. These things cannot be decided. Nothing. Your own understanding. Somewhere in your own system, somebody is prompting that you should trust Gurudev. Negativity about Gurudev is bad. I never said don't be negative about me. Ask Gyandev, he is with me since 11 years. And how many times he was negative about me. What I did. I move with you. I suffer with you. And that is how I bring you out. And this too I don't do intentionally. Not even voluntarily. It happens. That's all it happens. This is happening to me the way it is happening to me. It is not my choice, it is happening to me. I don't know. If it is my choice, I don't know. But it is happening to me and I am living it. And that is what I teach you, accept the both. Don't say, I want this. The more you say, I want this, you are not going to have it, sir. For sure. All the time you are discarding this and choosing this, but not seeing that this is not possible. It is not in the nature of things. If you want a good relationship, then learn how to tolerate when the heat is coming, the hate is coming. You accept when the cool breeze is coming. Ah, my girlfriend, ah. But when she becomes hot, season change. What to do? Man is a man, woman is a woman. It is nature. And nature has at least four seasons. हो जाए hot, cold, rainy. In India, we have six seasons. Each 2 months the season. At least there are four seasons. So you are seasonal. The wife is seasonal. So learn. And your wife is your wife. Once it is your wife, you cannot treat her as another's wife. I don't say accept. Acceptance I don't teach. I teach just have a good look. Isn't it, Anu? Am I right? Just have a good look. When I say for the first time, when you are obsessed with your own feelings and demands and expectation, what you want, when you're totally like this, still you ask something, what is told you never listen because you want only consolation and the Gurudev should stand with you only and support you in your demand, in your expectation, in your desire to be fulfilled. But this does not happen. What I can do? It is not in my hand. If it is in my hand, I can make everybody happy. I cannot make anybody happy. Not anybody. But I can help you to be happy if you understand my point. Then acceptance happens. It is not a भूल गया imposition. Yeah, it is not imposition then. But you are so much involved in your stuff that you want that your expectation should be fulfilled. You are here to see, to experience, to understand that expectations are never going to be fulfilled. So learn your lesson, complete your homework, and then go and play in the playground. हो जाए कबड्डी 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 or anything you like. Football, cricket, tennis, badminton. See, I am kabaddi kabaddi playing. Isn't it? I have done my homework, that's all. When somebody asks, "Are you enlightened?" I say, "I have done my homework." Now I don't know whether I am enlightened or unenlightened or what. This much is the only thing. As you have indicated, and the way I have understood the message, I cannot have any private or personal goal. No. As you have indicated, yes, I have indicated, and the way I have understood the message, understand by your own experience. I cannot have any private or personal goal, but deep down you want to have. You cannot have what you want to have. If it is possible, you would like to have personal goals. So live your personal goals and you will see. Thy will be done is the real thing. And especially, only when you remember, you have to remember when you are really in a bad shape, confused, in conflict, failed, unsuccessful, hurt. It is a consolation. It can console you. But this works. This was my mantra in my whole life, thy will be done. When Osho started sending me to conduct meditation camp all over India on his behalf, so each time he will call me and give me one letter that you have to go to conduct this camp. So in return, before leaving, I should write. Used to write, "Thy will be done," and send it to him. That's all. And I have gone through many upheavals, up and downs. But this was my mantra. And once I wrote to him, and he talked about on this mantra for 13, 14 minutes and told me, Chaitanya Bharati, this is your mantra. So this became my mantra. And this brought me to the other shore. Actually, there is no other shore. There is no shore at all, sir. There is only silence. Shore means noise. Shore is a Hindi word. See, there is only just silence. There is no river, not even ocean. See the big letter. Very, very difficult to read. I think you will fall asleep. Four big pages. Okay, this I don't read. I read the baby letter of this. This is as big as Shikha. It is from Shikha. And this is the baby of Shikha. Beloved Gurudev, in the dream, I was caught by the two huge black men carrying a plan to rape me, which I could clearly see. Listen carefully. In the dream, I was caught by the two huge black men carrying a plan to rape me, which I could clearly see, and see how the whole thing went. I was still silent as I am, in acceptance of whatsoever would come. Ah, I woke up by some noise, but would love to watch the whole scene, watching the body being raped, and I am standing as erect as ever, untouched by anything at all. And it is not only in a dream, but the state of I am which is confronted by itself in the name of असीमा. ये नहीं कह सकती कि ये तुमने दिया है क्योंकि ये तो था ही, पर और कुछ भी नहीं कह सकती क्योंकि तुम ही ने दिया है. Though it was in dream, it could have been in meditation also, and it can be also factually, literally, if one remains still and silent and passive. Maybe body is raped but not you. You cannot be raped. How you can be raped? You are not the body. You first believe when it was told to you. That is the first thing you believe, that you were born. The second thing you believe, that you are this body. Both are untrue. Third thing you believe, that you are a woman or man, which is not true. Now find out, actually were you born? Are you a body? Are you a male or female? These should be the object of meditation. I am telling you, through my own realization, you were never born. You are not the body. You are not lady, you are not Leda. You are no male, no female. This is the play of five elements. This is the play of nature. Your I is not that I which you always identified with. You are the only I, which contains the whole, the all. In nature, in manifestation, there is a duality. Without duality, nature cannot work, cannot function. So it has created male and female, this and that, good and bad, day and night, beautiful and ugly. All the pairs, the polar opposite. In nature, but you are behind it because you are the very perceiver of it. How you can be that? Because you are perceiver. You have at the most male body, and you have accepted so many division about yourself, so many identities. One cannot believe how you manage. When you are standing before your father, you are a son. When you are standing before your son, you are a father. Now, what is true? When you sleep, in deep sleep, you are a male or female. Samadhi, awakening, is like a deep sleep. It is, I am saying, like a deep sleep. What is the difference? In deep sleep, you fall unconscious. In Samadhi, you are totally conscious. That is the difference. Totally conscious, totally aware, everything disappears, only pure awareness remains, which has lighted everything, which gives support to everything, to your mind, to your thoughts, to your feelings, to your body, to this visible world. If that awareness is not there, that awareness has no name, has no form. If it has its own form, it cannot become a support. You are that. Just remember, my dear, nothing doing, sitting silently. Just remember, and you are that. Apart from the whole scene. Though the support of all the manifestation or whatsoever is, but remains still untouched. Nothing is touching to this awareness. It remains totally untouched. Now, if one remains, now try to understand, if one remains in a state of I am, what she is using the word, I don't use the word I am, I would like to use the word amness or isness. I don't want to keep the I with it. I is not true. Amness is true. You cannot discard amness. Amness is a truth, the reality. You cannot say I am not. Can you say? In deep sleep, amness remains, but I disappears. If amness disappears, then you are declared dead. But you wake up in the morning and amness is still there. It goes on perpetuating. It is constantly. That is the only constant thing which you have. That is the only capital you have, my sir. All capital else is just bullshit or cow dung. हो जाए. वैसे गधे की शिट को कुछ और कहते हैं. बकरी की लेंडी होती है. वो थोड़ी थोड़ी भिंडी जैसी होती है, कटी हुई भिंडी. कटी हुई भिंडी होती है. यहाँ की भिंडी से मिलती जुलती है. If you are just awareness, first thing, if you are in awareness, it is almost impossible that somebody can touch you. First thing. But if somebody even rapes you, you are just passive. Because you know nobody can rape you. That is what happened when Mansoor was cut. He was cut limb by limb. Hands were cut, feet were cut, eyes were one by one. And he was laughing and laughing. He was laughing. By his laughter, what he was showing that I am not the body. One has to pay the price if one declares, especially in the past. One has to pay the price of his declaration that I am not the body. It means the same when somebody says analag, I am truth, aham brahmasmi, I am God, I am that. One has to pay the price. People crucify him. And by paying the price, they prove that they are right. And then people start worshipping. Then people start worshipping. What Mansoor is saying, why he is laughing? Because he is also saying that the hand is cut. He is seeing that he is not cut, he is totally intact, complete one piece, solid. You cannot cut the light, you cannot cut the space, you cannot cut the consciousness, the awareness. It is subtler than the subtlest. That is you. Now you believe in so many things in these experiences. So now in this regard, whether they are mental or not, so what to respect them? There is no need. So one should immediately forget it. You can talk, but don't be serious. You can talk, no problem. But don't. I was sad because the experience was lost. Don't become sad. The better experience is on the way. Even better, even better. God is not miser. He can give you as many experience, but just show your readiness that you are, because if you are holding to something, if you are holding one woman, then how you can hold the other? Hold for some time, then tell her to go, so that the new woman, the seat is vacant, come and can sit. After each show you come out from the cinema hall, isn't it? Don't hold to any experience, otherwise other experience just go on waiting with their ticket. And see how the whole thing went. I was still silent as I am. Yes. And if it is happened in the dream, it is a great indication. It is very good. Because in meditation it is possible, because you are aware and you know that you have to remain passive. But in dream, it is more arduous to remain still and silent. But something has gone strong in you, the remembrance of which remains even in the dream. So that is good. So, Shikha, baby, you're not laughing? She's a big baby, that's all. हाँ? क्या बोले? बेबा. I woke up by some noise but would love to watch the whole scene. Don't cling, but remain still and silent more and more, more and more, more and more. हो जाए